Good morning and welcome to my introductory video to this channel. My name is Robert Grizel. I'm a seminarian from the Diocese of Fresno, California. I'm here at Assumption Seminary and I'm here to take you on a little trip of seminary life. Now I'm not going to post every day, but maybe a week, weekly, bi-weekly updates on just how life at seminary is. This is for discerners as well as for people who are very interested in how a Roman Catholic priest in the Roman Catholic Church is formed in seminary. Now, I'm necessarily not going to show videos per se of the classes or the teachers or formation. That's very personal stuff, but I will do a review, not necessarily a commentary, but a review of how it went. Maybe some key points to figure, and if those who are discerning, maybe they would like to understand as well some key important facts to underline when discerning priesthood. I talk about myself a little bit. I'm in college 3, which means that I'm in my 3rd year of college formation, where the academics line up. And in the college system, there's 4 years of college in the seminary, and then there's 5 years of theology. I say 5 years because it's usually 4 years of classes and 1 year as a pastoral year. In those years you learn, well, at least in the college stage where I am at, I'm going to what's called the University of Incarnate Word. At this university, I learn philosophy, take my general education, some theology courses, and also have some pastoral ministry on the side. That's all recommendations from the seminary. In theology, here they have theology called OST, or Oblate School of Theology. Here at OST, they learn all of their theology, and they get their MDiv, which is a Master's in Divinity. If you keep going on to further studies, you can possibly get a master's degree in something else with a minor. Or you'll get your MDiv, but you'll get your master's as well. And they also have what's called an STB, or which is a degree, pontifical degree from Rome. I haven't learned much about it yet, but I'll keep you posted on how I go with that. So I'm in college 3, philosophy stage, learning about philosophy in the Catholic Church. Being from Fresno, it's a very long way from home. I'm about 2,000 miles away from home. 2,000 miles, and it's a very, very different lifestyle here. I don't usually wear this shirt and tie for much here. We usually wear shirt and tie for formal occasions. Since I'm a collegian, I wear a shirt and tie. If you're a pre-theologian or a theologian, studying those levels, you'd be wearing your clerics, which is the black shirt with the white little square right here. Sometimes people wear the brown ones with the full collar, or they'll wear they wear a different color shirt, not black, but like maybe purple or white or any kind of shirt, but as long as it has the white collar here, that's what's called the cleric. And after theology in the college field, you usually receive your cleric and you can start wearing it, but not all the time, not outside, but usually just in the seminary for studies, and that's it. But the reason why I'm wearing it today is because I'm part of the Knights of Columbus here, St. John Paul II Council, and we have our 4th degree today, so wish me luck on my 4th degree. So this week has been very, very tough. Now, I'm not just talking about school, I'm talking about in general. We had our Centennial Mass yesterday, which you can see I put some clips up not too long ago. And with the Centennial Mass, it is celebrating 100 years. This seminary is celebrating 100 years. This started in 1915, and now it's 2015, so 100 years. The seminary has been forming priests, and the Diocese of Fresno, at least how I feel, is very honored to be part of the Centennial Mass, especially being sent here for the first time last year. So this week, classes are a big part of the seminary, especially learning philosophy. So philosophy gets a little tough at times. So there's times in which we really have to sit down. Luckily, with 100 guys, and that's kind of the most interesting fact too, is that it's 100 years, 100 guys. It's kind of split half and half, to where some are taking college and some are taking philosophy, theology. And as we get together at times, we're able to connect with each other to help each other out. Maybe some material is a little bit more knowledgeable, is a little bit more easier for another person. So we try to reach out and get each other's approval, or get each other's hand on what the material is about. So this week we had a bunch of study groups, and it was very good. Well, because we're studying for midterms. Midterms are next week, so I'll keep you posted on that as well. The seminary also has sports. We have what's called the Archbishop's Cup, which is coming up this month in October, where we go to Houston. It's usually here, but this year we're going to Houston. I may post some videos of that as well. The Archbishop's Cup is against our seminary and Houston St. Mary's. As we go and play games, we have volleyball, we have basketball, and we have soccer. I'm playing volleyball. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll post a game on basketball or something. I'll have someone post a video of the volleyball and I'll share it. But it's a very, very lovely sport that we all get to connect with each other and actually not talk about philosophy or theology and just have a good time. Other sports are impending right now on whether to be accepted or just to have a good time, but everything has been very, very well so far. So another thing I like to talk about is the DB night, or Diocesan Brother Night. Usually we don't have that enforced here, but it's really recommended that you go out with your DBs occasionally to talk and see how things are going with each other. It's really important because you're going to spend almost the rest of your life with these brothers, with these guys, because these are going to be part of your diocese. They're going back with you to wherever you're staying at, and you're not necessarily living with them 24/7 like a priest in religious life, but in diocesan life, you're still connected to them in a diocese, a fraternity of brotherhood. So what we try to do here is have a DB night. It's not, like I said, it's not enforced, but diocesan brothers go together, they come together and they go out, maybe see a movie, go to a dinner, do an evening prayer together, or they go out to do something with one another, talk, relax, drink, have a good time together. Needless to say, the seminary is not a fraternity. It's not one of those frat houses. There we go. The frat house, with the drinking and the partying and all that stuff. The seminary is not like that at all. In fact, that's something that's very discouraged here. Seminary is a place for prayer, a place of study, a place to grow in fraternity, not a wild party house by any means necessary. So that is one thing too that we do not want to invoke, is that drunkenness and drinking excessively is not prohibited here. It's not permitted here. It is very, very important to keep that in mind. If you want to drink, please do it responsibly. This is not a frat house, right? Another thing is leisure time. Again, not a place to drink either, but leisure time is like what I'm doing right now. Having some free time to reflect, to think, to relax. I'll let you know about the schedule this morning a little bit, but time where we can just relax and have our one-on-one time with each other, or just relax in our own rooms, as I'm doing right now. What's called a horarium. It's in the back, right there. I know you can't see it. Right there. It's our schedule from Monday to Sunday. Yes, we have things all the week. Just to give a summary, Monday through Thursday is school days, so we'll go to classes. But each of those days we have mass at 6:30 in the morning, with morning prayer, and then we go to class. Meals are optional, but who doesn't want to miss a meal? Especially us big guys here in seminary. After that, we go to classes. We continue until evening prayer, which is at 5:15. Before that, however, we do have adoration for about 45 minutes to an hour. After the evening prayer, we have classes, or we just have that time to study. We're some leisure time. You have to keep a balanced schedule here of study and leisure time. If you don't, it can eat up on you. On Fridays is usually formation days, where we have formation conferences, special events going on, or maybe even take that time to do a diocesan brethren night. Whatever it may be, those are the times when we have to assess, really have to think about what we're going to do on a Friday. Saturday is the same thing, except Saturdays are usually leisure times and times to study. In the morning around 8:45, which right now it's about 8:30, so I'm going to have to be going here pretty soon, we have the rosary. After the rosary, we then have Mass at 9 o'clock. It goes about 10 o'clock, where then we have brunch. After that, the day is ours. Unfortunately today, I have the Knights of Columbus, so I don't have free time, but I do have an enjoyable experience waiting for me after Mass, which is to be inducted as a 4th degree knight. And then on Saturdays, there is a Mass here at the seminary, but usually we are assigned to parish ministries, where we'll go do our CCD classes, or do whatever we have to do for the parish and go to Mass there. We usually serve with Catholic and surplus, or just an album. It depends on the parish. My parish does an album, so I have to bring my album. After that, I'll probably even if I can, I'll probably take a video of the parish, depending on the pastor, just to show you what we do on a Sunday. After that, again, the day is ours until about 8:30, and then we have solemn night prayer, which is right before the Blessed Sacrament. We pray night prayer together, and it's just a very time to say thank you to God for the week and help us with the week to come. And then Monday starts the week again. So that's something too. And so prayer, to include that, prayer is very important. I don't know if you've heard this before, you discerners out there, or those who are curious about the formation of a priest. We have 4 levels of formation: human, intellectual, pastoral, and spiritual, all of which are key important aspects of a priest, and they all should be balanced, none above the other. Because with each level formation, it can be made to be a great priest. And as you can see, spiritual is really important, especially with adoration and with all the stuff that we have to do for prayer. Intellectual, as you can see too, human, building up a community, and pastoral, went to the pastoral ministry, each having its balance and each having key aspects in becoming a good Catholic priest. So I just like to ask you guys to pray for me as I'm here in seminary. I pray for all you every day, all you discerners, all you people, all you brothers and sisters out there who are praying for us seminarians. Keep on praying. We do need your prayers. I just like to offer this time to pray for you as I go to Rosary and Mass. Keep your intentions. Before I go, also post in the comments below if you have any prayer requests, if you want me to pray for sick person, maybe there's just someone who needs prayer in your life, please feel free to post in the comments below. Also, please also feel free to make any suggestions. Maybe you want to see something key, I'll try to make that happen, or any recommendations like, what's it like to be a spiritual director? I can try to get a little interview going on with my spiritual director, not spiritual direction, which is very confidential, but maybe ask maybe a one-on-one interview saying, what's it mean to be a spiritual director? And we'll go from there. But just please post in the comments below what you want to see, and then also post some questions if you have any as well. So in the words of Pope Francis, I like to say, please pray for me, and if you are not a believer, please send good wishes and good things my way. Thank you so much for watching my video. Again, I'm Robert Grizel, seminarian of the Diocese of Fresno. May God bless you, and please keep on praying with vocations.